Boom shakalaka, the market sentiment has turned bearish. Here's the bad news prediction for Bitcoin, the one chart that will shock nearly everyone, and why altcoins may be about to blow your mind. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts, including the bearness of Bitcoin, some charts that might blow your mind, and why you should hang around till the end for altcoins. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love, and of course subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel. Now, today, fear and greed at fear. We're out of greed once again, back into fear 45. Take a look, we were in greed for the last month. Now all of a sudden, people are fearful once again. Maybe it's that whole sell in May, go away type of thing that usually doesn't come back till like July. We'll kind of have to see how this year pans out. If we take a look, the overall market down 2% today, Bitcoin 103.206, Ethereum 24.54, XRP 213, BNB 642, Solana 147, Dogecoin 17 cents, Tron 27 cents, and Cardano 63 cents. Now, Bitcoin falling back down from previous resistance of the tops all the way down to this yellow line, the 50-day moving average. Now, last time it touched this line after hitting previous all-time highs or an all-time high, broke through there and continued down for many months. We could be in for the same type of thing, but we also have a golden cross of the 50 and the 200-day moving average right here with this yellow-orange arrow. Last time that happened, things exploded. Now, price after we had the cross did fall back to almost the yellow line, not the full yellow line, but this will be a line in the sand for Bitcoin, because if it doesn't hold right at about $100,000, things could look pretty bad. We see right now Crypto X is flipping bearish, predicting a 2021 double top. That would really, really suck if we once again had another double top scenario, even though there's a triple top right there. But it could happen. Stranger things have happened. Would not be the first time, and this predicts, guess what, $30,000 bottom. Ugh, that would be freaking terrible, but it could happen. Now, in the interim, before things turn full bear mode, we should say that this little head and shoulders pattern right here predicts a $96,000 target. If we do break that 100,000, 96 would be the first target holding. But there is something good coming. You can see, price, in case you don't know how price works, it's not just numbers picked out of air, it's people buying and people selling on exchanges. That's what determines price. And part of that scenario is supply. Well, we can see that since 2017, the whales, the mega whales, have been selling Bitcoin. But you can see this is kind of flattening out. There was a big sell-off from 2017 all the way up till about 2021. And then since then, it's kind of been flattening out. Eventually, these guys will have very, very little Bitcoin left to sell. And with institutions and sovereigns racing to buy Bitcoin, guess what? The price will resume. Most likely, it could potentially even pick up like an S-shaped curve, and the price could go pretty much straight up from that point. It's only a matter of time until we get to that point. Here's one thing that could push the price there a little bit sooner. It looks like the money printers are about to go burr. The ECB cuts rates to 2%. The Fed might not be far behind. Markets will react. Money printer goes burr again. When money printers go burr, cryptocurrency prices go up. And we can see that even though there's the possibility for a double top, I mean, there's always going to be the possibility for that. Based on the RSI 50, shows very clearly there has been no attempt at a cycle top yet. As a matter of fact, it's just hiding or hanging out in the middle territory of this, never even getting close to a cycle top, which is this top line right up here, and definitely not at the bottom line. We were just hanging out in the middle, which means that if you want to make it through the Bitcoin cycle top, you're going to have to be tough and you'll have to be patient. Beating the odds means believing when nobody else does. When people are bored, when nobody's talking about Bitcoin and FOMOing into it, that's just the time to hang on and to hodl. My goodness, it's just, you sit on it forever, because you can actually calculate now, based on 7% inflation adjusted Bitcoin models, you can calculate how many Bitcoin you need to retire based on average income inflation adjustment of $100,000 per year. You just take this. Let's say you're like a 25-year-old right now. We'll say you're 35. Let's say you're a 35-year-old right now. And you know you're not going to retire this year, because if you wanted to retire this year, you need 10.6 Bitcoin. But let's say in like 5 years, you just hate your job. You could probably eke it out for another 5 years, kissing the boss's butt and everything for 5 more years. Guess what? That's only 4.4 Bitcoin. And you know what? If you can make it 10 years, that's 2 Bitcoin. Or 15 years, that's 1.5 Bitcoin. And you will be able to retire on $100,000 a year. And guess what? The further out your retirement is, the less and less Bitcoin you need to actually retire, which is very big news. But you know what else is big news? Altcoins right now. Take a look at this compression. You can see there's a wedge right here. They've been getting compressed shorter and shorter and smaller and smaller. 4 years in the making, the alt spring has never been wound tighter. And you know what happens? After low volatility, we have extremely high volatility. You can see that we mentioned earlier the money printers going burr. Well, guess what? Liquidity is expanding. Altcoins expand after liquidity. You can see after this compression here, there was liquidity expansion, and then look at that, altcoin expansion beyond. We have the longest compression since crypto existed, followed by the beginning of liquidity expansion, followed by altcoin expansion on deck. Get ready for a big move. We have right here a golden cross for the total market cap around the corner. Look at what it did last time this happened. Total market cap almost doubled in that time period after we had that golden cross. We were right on the deck. Things are about to happen because as we break out of that cup, we head into alt season. Now, alt season is something that, yeah, sure, it's great when it's here, but if you have your positions lined up, then when it actually occurs, man, you can make a killing, but also you make a killing in the process as long as you don't hold on to your altcoin bags forever, which brings us to the one oscillating altcoin that pretty much always makes everybody lots of money during every cycle, Dogecoin. Before each massive Doge pump, the Doge Bitcoin pair forms lower lows while Doge trends upwards on the weekly chart. Take a look at this, Doge Bitcoin pair, lower lows. Take a look at this, Doge trending upward on the weekly chart. The signal has appeared again. Look at the last few times this pumped, suggesting a massive pump ahead for Dogecoin. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out some of the shorts that we're making, and also there's a playlist right up there you might enjoy. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.